Forest Lawn Cemetery has a major milestone birthday coming up. The landmark is turning 175 years old on August 10th, and leaders are gearing up for a night of cocktails and conversation, really the kickoff for an entire year of events. CEO Julie Snyder joining us now to break it all down. Julie, thank you so much for being here.
Well, we're happy to be here. We're getting ready for quite an anniversary year. It will start on August 10th, which is the actual date that the Grangers sold the first 80 acres to the Clarks. They were the people that established Forest Lawn Cemetery all those years ago.
Now, people may think, especially those who are not from here, they might think, it's a big deal, it's just a cemetery. But not only is Forest Lawn historic, of course, right? 175 years. There are so many hidden gems that are tucked away that either have to do with the people who are buried there, the gorgeous scenery and setting that is around there. There is so much more to this piece of land than just a cemetery. Right.
So Forest Lawn really is a great example of the rural cemetery movement. It was started about 185 years ago. And the idea was really outside of a city limit. And at the time, Forest Lawn was 2 miles outside of Buffalo's city limit.
Wow.
To set up a place, large amount of space, beautiful landscape, not only for burials, which we still do today, but also a place of reflection. We have over 3,800 trees across our now 269 acres, 17 miles of roads and paths, and people do many things at our cemetery. We want to celebrate it, and it'll take more than just one night, so we're going to use a whole year.
All right, so let's talk about some of the things that folks can expect if they go hang out at Forest Lawn. What are some of the activities in addition to, let's start with Saturday's kickoff,
Sure.
and then we can talk about some of the other things coming up later in the year.
So Saturday, August 10th, we're actually going to have an evening event at the cemetery, and for those of you that know the cemetery, you know we always close at dusk. So to be open past dark is a rarity. We're going to have cocktails on the creek. Our beautiful coffee table book will be released that evening, and we'll have dinner and a short fireworks show. So we're really looking forward to a celebration. It is a fundraiser for the Heritage Foundation, which is our separate 501c3 that raises money to preserve and restore the landscape.
Talk to me about some of the costs for that evening. What is it? What'll a ticket
So
cost?
appropriately so, for our 175th year, tickets are $175.
There you go.
Patrons are $275, and with that ticket, they get a copy of our beautiful book, Pensive Beauty.
Let's talk a little bit about this book, because this is not yet released.
No,
but
it
it will be released actually on that night, so people can buy these and or those, if it's included in your ticket, they get to walk away with it too, right?
Yes,
Wow.
and the author, Melissa Banta, who is a Buffalo native, will be signing copies.
Wow.
Andy Olenek is the photographer. It actually took more than 5 years to produce, just to make sure that we captured the landscape and the stories of our very historic cemetery. So this book can be purchased for $75 anytime after we have the preview of it on August 10th.
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, and this makes so much sense. This is one of those ideas where it's like, well, of course, this would be a beautiful book with so many different settings.
Yes.
All right, before we let you go, can you talk to us about some of the little gems that people could find in Forest Lawn? Because every time I talk to someone about it, one of the members of your board or whomever, there's always something that I didn't know about it. So what are, maybe beyond perhaps the famous folks who were buried there?
Well, I would say that most Western New Yorkers have a Forest Lawn story. One of the little known things is that a number of people learned to drive in Forest Lawn because of the roads.
Sure.
So that's a little known gem.
That's interesting.
And so we always say it's okay, but be careful as you learn to drive.
Of course.
We are the resting place of many famous Western New Yorkers, but really nearly 170,000 permanent residents.
Wow.
So we are an arboretum. We are a place, a migratory bird landing place. The warblers come through Forest Lawn. We have hundreds of people come and watch it.
And you even have like a live camera, right, that would look
the
at
Forest Lawn Cam.
That's
You
really
can
cool.
tune in anytime. We can share that link. It's a great way to see all four seasons,
Yeah.
especially past those iconic gates.
Excellent. Well, Julie, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate what you do for Forest Lawn and for our community. If at any time you missed any details on the event that is on August 10th or any of the others, you can visit our website, wivb.com. We'll link you right to them. Julie, thank you again.
Thanks so much. Great to be here today.